Welcome!
Hi,
That's all I got.
I'm Lane. Nice to meet you. We've only been doing the show for like over 330 something episodes.
337.
Yep.
I like Kamen Rider Drive. My favorite Sentai is Tokusatsu Sentai Castranger, and I like robots and Star Wars.
Robots. A lot of robots.
A lot of robots.
So many
Android
robots.
cyborgs specifically. I don't like any of that mech shit.
Whoa!
Are you robocist?
Well, no, I just like
Roboticist?
I'm more biased towards humanoid and robots.
Because he doesn't like what he sees every day.
I wish I could be a robot. That'd be fucking awesome.
No, it'd be awful.
Yeah.
You don't feel anything.
Then if I had a robotic body, I could go cue the roll call.
We are live! Zenkaiger! Connect. Loading. Broadcast. Tempered Zeal! Bluecaster, Super Ichi!
Loud and impulsive. Greycaster. Late.
Illuminating the Tokuverse. Goldcaster Garza.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world! Radio Sentai Castranger!
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 337. Blazes on point. It's episode Lunatone.
Oh, I like Lunatone more than Soul Rock.
Which means
Yes.
we're going to be putting you to sleep with this episode.
Ouch.
I hated fighting those fucking twins who used Lunatone and Soul Rock because they were really fucking hard and annoying.
Actually, that begs the question. In Pokemon, instead of Goodnight Moon, is it Goodnight Lunatone?
That was a good night Lunala now.
Yeah, good night, Lunala.
I like Lunatone aesthetically, but statistically they both suck.
Didn't they get
Yes.
Mega Evolutions or something?
No, they didn't, but they should have.
Mega Moon.
I thought they
Also,
got
they should have been more frequent in Sun and Moon, but they weren't.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
All right.
I remembered this existed. I love subtitles.
I love refrigerators.
I love subtitles.
Okay.
That is a thing that exists.
Car, do you think the moon doesn't exist in the Pokemon world?
Well, no, it's just, if everything...
What do you think the moonstones are from?
No, if everything exists in Pokemon, instead of Goodnight Moon, it would just be Goodnight Lunatone.
Good night, Loon.
Well, anyways, welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger. We're a pile of moon rocks that get together every week to watch the latest Kamen Rider and Super Sentai and a third thing. But it's Metal April, so we're under Gar's fucking jurisdiction.
Welcome to Metal April 4, meching it together.
That was awful.
I'm leaving. Bye.
One of our fans said it last night. Now I'm like, that's how we're starting this episode.
Lane, you didn't leave. You just made a noise. Boop, boop. Okay, I'm back, guys.
Blaze wants to fucking say something. Hold on, can I add him into this stage
I
thing?
don't
Sure.
Let's see if I can figure this out.
He's down at the bottom. There he is.
Unmute Blazy-kun.
Will this work? Nope.
No, you just swapped us. Can you unmute yourself,
I don't know
Blazy-kun?
how.
I don't know. This whole stage thing is new.
Oh well, too bad. Just text it.
Hold on.
Says here you need.
Oh, wait.
Permission. There it goes.
There we go.
You're alive!
Okay, I was just gonna say, better name. If we're gonna stick with the fucking Terminator things, then it's the animation. This Terminator 4, what's it called again?
Oh, it's
Oh, Metal
Salvation.
April 4, the animation?
Yeah, Terminator 4 animation.
No, for fuck's sake.
Well, no.
Metal April 4 animation. Fuck.
Mm.
No, Terminator 4 was Salvation.
Yeah, so
It's an
Metal April
Asian
4
joke. Ah!
Animation.
Get that out of here!
You hate me because I'm right.
So that means Metal April 5 has to be something involving Genesis.
Genesis?
Metal April 5, Genocide.
Because by that
All right,
point,
I guess I'm gonna
tired of
leave now
Metal
then.
April.
Okay, thank you, Basic-kun.
Bye
Okay,
bye.
love you, goodbye.
Bye. Anyways,
So-
this week
Damn it.
we are talking about Kamen Rider Saber episode 30, Zenkaiger episode 6 or 7?
Yeah,
Six.
6.
6, and then Gar, what is on our feature topic palette this week?
For the second topic of Metal April 4, the animation,
Nice save.
we are talking about the first 2 episodes of the 1978 anime Super Electromagnetic Machine Voltes 5.
Holy hell.
I'm just gonna say, it impressed me. It did. No, it did. We'll get into it, but that episode 2, oh man.
Spicy.
Spicy.
It is.
Alright, anyways, Saber on. I don't know. Rekka, butt pull! So young and happy. Where did the years go?
Wow.
Ah.
Look what happens when you give our fans material.
Wait, let me see this. For fuck, damn it.
Smart Gar, Tube Gar.
What an evolution.
Into the Garverse.
Oh god. Okay, so holy fucking shit, was this such an emotional Rintaro episode? Oh my god!
No. So I thought last week was the really super emotional Rintaro episode, and then Toya was like, "Oh no! This is
Get
the
your fucking
super-
handkerchiefs ready!"
So I have 2 faces of the week. The first one is probably the most obvious one that like it was inevitable, it was going to happen. But
Yep,
you know,
nuclear.
and then you know what? My pulled off a pretty interesting face of the week.
Hey, it's everyone's reaction to Golkai Gold.
Yeah.
I like 2 Kaisers, so fuck everyone.
It's,
Oh my but,
his name's Gokaiger RX.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. But, oh my god!
Rintaro's pride.
Rintaro was so sad because of everything, and then they're like, cheer up, buddy, we still love you. We got you and Claire. Here you go. We'll stuff it in your face.
That was the thing. They already welcomed Rintaro back, and then he just gets upset and he's like, I'm so sorry for everything I've done. Can I join you guys? And they're just kind of standing there staring at him, and they're like,
Of course, you idiot.
Yeah, duh. We got you a Claire's, your favorite.
He finally got to eat one in canon.
But like, he looked so sad. He didn't feel like he deserved to eat it. He was,
It was just like, oh, you guys are so nice. I love you.
It's a little salty though.
Yeah.
So like, everyone's happy. Sophia's back and shit like that, and I don't know.
They talk about how, like, oh, Durandal is the Sword of Time, but Yuri doesn't know about the Sword of Time, which means maybe it was constructed after, like, at some point afterwards. It must have been, like, the most recent to have been built. And
Yes.
Lane's gone again.
I'm here, don't worry. Just ignore it if I do that.
Okay.
But then Shinji's like, it's not the literal sort of time, so like, just
Clearly there's some sort of mystery about Kaiji that we haven't been made aware of yet.
yeah, he'll get killed off by like the final villain or some shit.
I don't know.
Can we talk about how funny it was for like just Disaster following Ren everywhere, and he's like, come on,
Come on!
you know you want to be stronger. I can help you with that. Come on, come on. Ren's like, come on, it'll be fun. I promise you'll be all evil and strong.
No disaster.
No.
Flush. But I think I'm right. I'm pretty sure Ren's gonna eventually cave in and team up with the Megiddo.
Ren, let's fight the Saber Riders. No disaster.
Flushes his one sealed sword down the toilet. But so as for this episode, he doesn't go off with disaster. But then when Ogami comes up, he's all, but you said for me to choose my own path. So go away, old man.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. He's like, but you told me I could choose my path, so fuck you. And Ogami's like,
What if
Fuck.
I choose Renegade? Get it? Because it has his name in it. Renegade.
I've been seeing these disaster pictures. Is that the actual, like, suit? Or is that like a cosplayer?
I don't know what the fuck they're doing on Twitter with, like, Disaster taking fucking vacation shots. Like, he's just going around
It's
taking
the
vacation
actual
pictures.
suit. Oh my god.
Yeah, the actual Twitter account for the show is tweeting these out. As if Disaster's just spending his weekends at different vacation spots.
Are we gonna get like a V Cinema disaster movie?
Disaster explores the planet.
National Disaster Vacation.
Is Disaster just gonna be like the fucking machine chaser of Saber?
God, I hope not. I don't think he's interesting enough.
No one could be ever as close as to how awesome Chase was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Yuri decides to fuck off to go look about what happened to Tassel, and rightly so.
We get a quick scene of him in Tassel's house. Where'd he go? And just we come back, and it's like, oh, all right.
Yeah. So Sophia, I don't know if she had this before, but she just like pulsates with some sort of like Megiddo sensor.
No, I don't think she's ever done that before.
Since May's not around to detect with her book, Sophia
Yeah,
just like pulses, like, oh, there's a Megiddo around, I guess.
Because, like, I guess May decided to make, like, charms of all of them or something?
Yeah, she like goes off to make these accessories to give them, and at some point after that, Zuo snaps her and turns her into the what I'm going to refer to as the cat Megiddo, because they never actually said the name of the altar book for some reason.
Oh, I don't know if we talked about this last week, but yeah, so apparently when, like, Zeus's actor is doing his, like, voiceover roles for, like, him in the suit, he just has his shirt off the whole time.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's one hell of a method actor.
So, like, the whole time I'm watching Zeus, like, in action in his monster form, I'm just like, he's just shirtless right now while he's saying these lines.
He's
Like,
channeling
that's
his primal bestial rage.
Yeah, because, like, you saw, like, the photos of him, and he was just, like, he has, like, his arms out, he's, like, screaming, like, really hard, and I'm like, that's awesome.
And
Good for him.
and then in this episode, later on, he just, like, backflips off the higher spot on the roof.
And I think that was actually him doing that, if it was,
Oh, yeah.
way to go.
This man is intense.
Yeah. I like Zeus. Zeus is great.
Yeah.
I remember what the disaster, all the disaster photos reminded me of.
Yeah.
It reminded me of when Sludge went around the world and they made like these
Oh my god.
like these poorly done photos of him around the world. Apparently he went to Japan and everyone loved him when he did karaoke.
Oh yeah, people like him are a dime a dozen in Japan. As we saw in Tokyuger, no one cares anymore.
Yeah.
And as we saw in Samurai Flamenco. But yeah, so the cat knick-knack.
Sludge picture looks like fucking the Zemo dance.
Oh my god. I love that. I love that's a thing now. So yeah, the Neko Megiddo, I guess we're calling it until we get the name, has apparently captured people and turned them into accessories because May was making them accessories, so there has to be a connect there.
Yep.
And she spends all this time like lying to Rintaro about what May's quote unquote really thinking, even though it's clear that she does have some sort of tap into May's brain.
Yeah. Man, Rintaro is just so torn with himself.
Oh, he spends this episode fucking on a warpath because he can't save May. Toma tries and fails repeatedly, and oh man, it's just so heartbreaking to watch him.
Well, yeah, because I think he was just getting like too far into it in his head, where because he's like, it's like Toma's like, oh yeah, I can kind of separate them with my sword, and so Rintaro's like, oh, maybe I could do that if I like, emoted enough. But then like his sword's like kind of rejecting his anger because like
Do I want to know what this is?
Well, he's a comboy.
Oh no!
Oh, come on,
Not cool. Don't make my boy eat dick.
No, it's an eclair. It's just a censored eclair. It's okay.
Dark chocolate eclair.
Oh man, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so yeah, the gist of the episode is Rintaro looking at Saber's like a growing ability to separate people from the Megiddo, and he just goes, "Yeah, that's a good-looking Seiken. Why doesn't mine do that? Why must I fail in every attempt at swordsmanship?"
Here's where I would put my final form. If I had one.
Give it time.
Has Rintaro rescued May yet? Yeah, he's done.
The Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch.
That's good.
That's great.
Oh my god.
If we weren't allowed to have like swear words in like our titles, I would like to make that the fucking title.
Yeah. That's good.
That's good. The audacity of this bitch.
Yeah. So Blades is just angry that he can't separate like Saber, and is like, "Do I not want it enough? What's the fucking deal?"
Yeah, like it feels like he's trying to he wants to be the protagonist, but like Toma's already the protagonist.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and
you're the
Yuri's
second player, dude. You're like number 2 protag.
The protagonist.
Yeah.
Actually, I think there is like a name for like the secondary protagonist. Isn't it like deuteragonist or something? Yeah, I'm right. Deuteragonist.
That's.
I know things.
I have never heard that in my entire fucking life.
I've taken writing craft.
It sounds like something Jeff Bridges came up with.
It's like
I'm not the protagonist. I'm the dude protagonist.
It's like in Ghost when you taught me the word to like tertiary was a thing, and I was like, the what?
Yeah, tertiary.
Yeah, I've never heard that until you mentioned it.
There's primary, secondary, and tertiary. Yeah.
Wow.
See, I was right. I knew things.
The protagonist.
The protagonist and the woe-tagonist.
I need to use that.
And then the tertiary one is the no-tagonist. Because they always have the biggest...
protagonist, and he's the woe-tagonist.
And then you have someone who's really good friends. He's the bro-tagonist.
Oh my god! Then you got the one who can't really catch up to speed with everyone else, so he's the slow tagonist.
Are we doing another one of these?
Yeah, apparently.
But then there's the one that keeps getting his ass handed to him, so he's the pone-tagonist.
Uh-oh.
And then there's the one who always wants to exchange information, and he's the quid pro quo tagonist.
Alright, I think I'm done tagonist.
If you have someone who's really good with black birds, he's the crotagonist.
Got a character that's really good at sewing that's a sotagonist. I'm done. So anyways, freaking Sophia goes to visit Kento again, and he's like, Kento's just standing there being like, "Oh, see, look, Rintaro and Toma are about to die right here, just as I fucking predicted." And Sophia's like, "Are you sure? Isn't this what you want, though?" "No, I don't want this, but it's inevitable.
I just want Sophia to just like whoop him upside the head and go, "What the fuck is wrong with you, Espada? Get in there and help your friends." I didn't raise you like this.
It's just like Naruto's spoof with like fucking like Itachi and Sasuke, just like, hey Kento, I have your father's like powers, yay! But all your friends are gonna die. No.
Hey Rintaro, I bought you an eclair, yay! And then I ate it. No.
Oh.
Damn you, Kento! I shall get you back somehow.
So, obviously, Toma had the chance to save May from the Megiddo, but chose to save Rintaro instead because Zeus was about to clap him super hard. And Rintaro, sorry, I've been playing a lot of games, so I'm like all about the game lingo now. So Rintaro gets super fucking mad. Like, fucking mad.
Oh yeah.
Like, why did you save me, not her? Like it's like that moment in The Dark Knight where like freaking they go to like rescue Two-Face or like Harvey Dent and like Rachel, but then like Joker gave them the wrong like buildings to rescue them, and then you just hear him like, "Why'd you come for me?" So, and she dies. I hope May doesn't die. Oh, maybe
I don't think she will.
Don't worry, she'll be back in May.
Whoa!
It's gonna be May.
Oh man, it's raining. I don't care about May flowers. Me the other day. All I care about is May cosplayers. God, why do you want to see cosplayers of May from Pokemon? Why would that May?
Also,
because
also
May's anime
Zeus-
ignored.
Also, Zeus decided to reopen that fucking trigger wound with Rintaro again by mentioning, like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you just like I killed your master. Remember that?
Yeah, also, apparently, Zeus is a fucking Saiyan. Because, like, oh, every fight I lose, I get stronger.
Yeah, you know
How
what?
do you know that?
For him being like the berserker of like the bad guys, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He's like the Phoenix of Saber.
Except Phoenix eventually never came back, even though by this time he should have.
Yeah, he should be fucking god fucking tier by now.
I just want like a Wizard 10 years later movie or something.
where
where
he like absorbed the sun to get even more power to get out.
It just opens with him exploding his way out of the sun.
Oh man, I just think that I just think the problem with that is that he just doesn't have time to react to anything because he dies, comes back, and then dies again.
Yeah, I don't
So,
know.
No, that's the opening joke. It starts off in space, and as it gets closer to the Earth, you just see him keep dying and coming back, dying and coming back. He has no other point in the movie. It's just, that's it.
I wonder what Phoenix is up to. Ah! He's fine.
He probably doesn't feel it anymore.
Yeah. So, yeah, Zeus decides that you guys aren't worth killing. Go ahead and get yourselves cleaned up, and we'll try this again next week.
Basically. You guys suck. Come back tomorrow.
Yeah. I noticed that in the ending it was Rintaro by himself, and that was a little sad.
I saw that and just like I paused the episode. I was like, "Oh, that's so sad."
Right?
It's just Rintaro like staring towards the camera, just being like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
So sad.
So next week is them trying again to save
kinda
May, and I did not see the new form in the preview, but that doesn't mean it won't happen.
Nah, it would have been in the preview.
I feel like usually, yeah, maybe it'll be like it'll be right at the end.
Tickle them more.
Yeah.
Tickle them more.
Yep.
Actor joins film. Tickle more.
You won't believe.
You won't believe this actor joins film.
You won't believe Ryder gets form.
Wait. You won't believe. That's the dumbest thing, and 20,000 collects. I mean,
It said I wouldn't believe. Thomas Dipshit. I love those names.
Oh, yes.
Pro CD is amazing. Go watch his shit.
Yeah, I think they saw my hat.
I actually recently took all of his King Dragon sketches and put them into quote-unquote chronological game order. So yeah.
You should also go watch his Crunchyroll series, Anime Crimes Division. Except for the second season. It sort of sucks.
All right.
All right, Zenkai.
Zenkai!
It's Zenkai time.
So the episodes...
So this episode was garbage.
Literally.
I mean, it was about garbage.
Well, hang on. Let's start from the beginning. It starts off in space, and then we see a
Big Bang.
horrible look at the planet. It's covered in trash. But apparently the songs from Hello Dolly are... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading the script from Wall-E.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I found the voice actor of the Geertlinger.
Okay.
So that's her. Apparently, she's really known for like doing like being an announcer for like Japanese mixed martial arts and stuff like that.
Wait. This is the voice of the Geertlinger?
Yeah, that's the Geertlinger.
It's a female voice?
Yes.
I would have put money against that.
I know, but like that's really impressive.
This is the voice that goes Super Zenkai time.
Yes.
Holy fuck.
I know. I'm really impressed with that.
Wow.
To quote Robin Williams, I want the guy that does golf to be the announcer. The 35th power. Can everybody be quiet? I want to hear the grass grow. Thank you.
And now he's transforming into Zenkaiger.
What a
Yeah.
beautiful form.
Oh yeah, so it's garbage.
So yes, the episode starts with all of them hanging around. It started off actually with a pretty cool freaking tracking shot. With the kids running into the candy store.
Yep.
And yeah, this episode confirms that Majine does sleep in.
She clumsy as fuck.
She clumsy. She doesn't pick up after herself, and she leaves a mess everywhere. Gee, who does that sound like? Lane?
I mean, not anymore.
Because
No,
these sure
I actually rarely eat in my bedroom. No,
man, these sure are traits we want to see in a fucking superhero that children
No.
idolize.
But the lesson to be learned about Majina from all of this is that she's very good at picking through garbage and finding something right away.
Sayo was a goddamn doctor!
And now we just have no Majina, no Majina. I like when she says no. It's funny.
It's fucking annoying.
I'm expecting her to go bow wow.
So I'm gonna say honestly, the two MVPs for Zenkaiger so far are Juran and Vroon.
Agreed.
They're both the best.
Oh, it's adorable. I need Vroon's help. Why? The place is a mess. Oh, he's at the library right now.
Right.
He's at the library. And he has all these books, and he's like, wow, I can't believe I get to take all these books.
Well, he's like, whoops, I borrowed too much again.
What are books?
He's just Robo Phillip.
Now I'm just thinking of Robo Knight from Megaforce when he's at the library.
Oh, with the rap?
Yeah, Robo Knight.
Oh, God.
Robo Knight.
And thus we get introduced to the monster of the week, Garbage World!
Garbage World! Also, I loved that. Like, I forgot what the main villain's name is.
The wall.
Like the wall.
Boko Wows.
I'll just call him Wally.
Big wall.
So Wally, I like that the general goes up to him. And he's like, "Oh, so yeah, we're gonna consume the entire world in garbage," and like literally Wally just fucking stomps his fucking fist and he's like, "No, I don't want to have a world that's covered in garbage." He's like, "Don't worry, sir, we'll make a fucking cleaning machine that'll clean the entire world up." And he's like,
Yeah,
that's stupid.
We'll follow up him with Clean World.
You know there's gotta be a clean world.
Fucking probably. It could be literally anything at this point.
We can
no,
either get
like what is this?
Dustpan World, Recycle World, or Junkion World with Eric Idle.
These are starting to sound like those parts of your brain and Inside Out that like, you know, represent what you love the most. So like Shopping World or whatever.
Don't joke. That'll probably happen.
Inside Out World.
Like Kaimono Warudo, and it'll just throw
Shopping World.
products.
Shopping World just has to be, the entire plan has to just be one giant ass fucking shopping mall. That'd be amazing. Everyone lives in their stores.
And like everyone gets like hypnotized because of all the bargains.
Yes, thank you, Jared, for the Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 reference.
Yeah.
Garbage Day.
I was the one who said it.
I know.
But yeah, I like this because we get to see a solo Vroom henshin when he starts like fighting the Gomi world.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But man, like his cleaning tactics are so good. Like, I was honestly, the way he was sorting all that trash, I was like, wow, well done.
Yeah, if only someone else did that when they lived here.
I mean, his name is Robolane, but he's not a robot.
No, I'm not. Anyways, so then like obviously he like calls out Kaito because he catches him like reading manga he found. Fucking Gaon's like thought he found a real cat, but it was just a stuffed cat. And he's like, you should be thankful it's not a dying cat. And Gaon's like, not cool, man. And Majina just gets trapped in the trash.
She just makes everything much worse.
And Juran, he didn't sort anything, so he has to do it.
Sorting.
Yeah,
he didn't sort anything.
I love how the only fault they could find with Zuran is you're doing it, but not well enough.
Because he's old and he doesn't want to do it with much effort.
And then we catch him later. He goes, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
I love when they spout English in Japanese shows.
Oh
It's the
my
best.
god.
Just,
So then we meet Stacy.
and there goes Stacy.
Yep. We don't know much about him yet, except we eventually find out that in the episode, at the end of the episode, he's Barashitara's son somehow.
Baby, can't you see? You're not the ranger
Oh.
for me.
Oh.
I know I could be wrong.
He's just all, this world is fucking hideous.
Boring.
It's because of that monster over there. Oh, so this world has already been scrapped. Go fuck yourself.
Can we just, if Alan Rickman was still alive, can we get him to voice Stacy in the adaptation?
No,
It
guys,
is I, Stacy.
no, guys,
Stacy.
it's Garbage World. It has to be Eric Idle. Bah, we
Oh.
were all now wheaten any bong.
Are they making a Rekgar figure?
Yes, a Studio Series Rekgar figure.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be on your list immediately.
Of course.
So
Rekgar.
apparently all this garbage that the Gomi world is spitting out of its fucking head, also, in addition to just being mass, like, tidal wave-sized garbage piles, is emitting some sort of wave that makes people lethargic.
Yep.
Well, yes, because as someone that has lived through it, it is a thing.
I get it, Gar. I'm messy. I'm sorry.
It's not that you're messy, it's just the fact that nobody here except for me actually takes out the garbage on garbage day. Even though there are some people that get up before me and leave before work so they can easily take it out before me.
I really
I
hate
did.
those. I really hate those stairs on the side of the house. I take out my own garbage and recycling on my way out of work now that I live here.
Just fine. I just still think it's weird that with 6 people living in the house, no one takes out the trash.
Well, I've left the house in your command, so you've got to start handing out orders.
Anyways,
You are now Commander Gar.
so obviously Magina is like really upset and stuff because like basically Vroom just calls her out for being a piece fucking useless, and I was like, whoa.
Called her trash.
I mean, she did make everything worse.
She did.
I
But
did
then-
like it though, how it's like, again, with all of them, they showcase the problem of trying to say motivated, but also losing track.
Uh-huh.
Kaito
Yeah.
represents the most of us. I'm gonna clean. Oh, hey, look.
A manga I haven't read. And
Look, a thing that I haven't touched in years.
I think one of those, like, when he took the first pile, the pile that was under that, I could have sworn that was Dragon Ball manga, but I could be wrong.
I would have laughed my ass off if it was just to keep the joke going. The Lupin Ranger, Pat Ranger manga.
Oh, that would have been good.
That would have been. No, I'm still waiting for the joke to come full circle. The the Lupin Ranger manga gets turned to the Lupin Ranger anime, and then the Lupin Ranger anime
Gets a Toku show?
becomes a live action show. So the real life thing.
We'll just see, like, them at, like, a Lupin Rangers stage show.
Yeah, no, Lupin Ranger the anime live action, just to go full circle.
And then the actual Lupin Rangers show up.
Yes.
Also, I got to applaud freaking Toei for like the excuse for them being surrounded by piles of garbage they just filmed in a dump.
I was gonna say, yeah, that they
filmed
clearly
in a
filmed in
dump.
a dump, or else this would have taken a disgusting amount of effort to film.
Well, you
Yep.
can tell that it was just their one backlot street that they have.
Yeah.
There's
So
a fridge on a car, which I have to question. How did that car not get squished?
I just like the monster starts sending out like literal tidal waves of garbage to consume society, and then Vroom manages to break into where the world is operating from.
Yep.
And then he uses this thing called Dust Shoot, where he puts fucking garbage bags on the Rangers.
Yeah, and they're all labeled as like different ones.
Flammable, trashable,
Non-recyclable.
yeah, non-recyclables.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
We're the world's first trash heroes. I don't think that's accurate.
And then Senna's just like,
Let's forget how clearly we forget a ninja.
and then Sen-chan's just like, that doesn't sound right.
I'm gonna look it up.
Let me look it up on Zenkai.
A parody of Google.
Zenkai is Google.
Zoogle?
Does that mean there's Zenkai maps?
I don't know.
Oh, hang on. Let me check my Zenkai drive. Apparently it's running out of space, so that means I have to move.
Is there a Zenkai.com? Is it just gonna be porn?
Is it Zmail? Instead of Gmail, it's Zmail.
You know what? I'm gonna check. Zenkai.com and virus.
So they do.
Nope, the domain name is available. Someone go buy Zenkai.com right now.
They do a kind of Zenkaiger like garbage themed roll call, which was funny.
Yep.
I like Magina's was just like, I'm useless with trash. Magina. Zenkai Magina.
Oh yeah, that's right. Zenkaiser tried to jump into the trash pit.
Oh my god, that was the funniest thing in the whole episode! The monster like warps inside the pile of garbage, and Zenkaiser tries to follow him and just bites it.
Is this Toad's response to toxic
I gotta
fandom?
I gotta give props for Kaito for like attempting to do this shit.
Oh my god, the slapstick in the show has been good, I'll admit.
So it reminds me of Carter Grayson. Sees a monster? Fucking ram it!
Yep.
Zenkai.com costs $50,000.
Wow.
How much does ultranger.com cost? Negative $20. No one wants it.
Take it, we don't want it.
Sick. Take it. We don't want it.
Take it!
So, Majine does some fucking corny magic show bullshit to pull the monster out of the pile, and then Vroom uses the Go Buster gear so that they get powered up and sped up.
Also, Pink does the Magic Ranger dance in wall before he shoots the Go Busters out.
Oh.
You see? Magic.
Oh my god, that is!
Magica.
Wow.
It's just Go Busters. What does that ability do? Gotta go fast.
And powerful.
And jump.
Yeah.
And go drink Energon, I think. Or
yeah.
Enertron.
Enetron.
Right. Right. It's not Energon.
Energon.
It's Enertron.
It's funny because they're robots.
Enertron.
No, it's Enetron.
Whatever.
There's no R.
It's Warfax.
Alright. So yeah, they destroy the monster and then we get the big one and he literally floods the entire city in garbage in almost an instant.
I take your trash.
It killed me when they defeat the monster and then you just see the mechs fucking sweeping up the garbage. And
Oh,
I was
that
just
was
like,
funny.
ah! I was like, ah!
This episode made me want to go clean.
No, the other funny bit, she just summons like, yeah, there it is, like a demonic fridge that just like nums their faces.
Zoo, motherfucker, zoo!
It just bites their fucking head.
Now that's a slasher fic waiting to happen.
Oh, there's probably a film about a killer fridge. No doubt.
No, just, Sento gets back. Guys, where's the door to the lab?
Sento.
It feels like a side special where he'd wake up at the end of and it was a dream all along.
Gee, it's not like that will happen. So anyways.
Yeah, so they sweep up the fucking rubble, and it was like, oh, I guess everything's not so bad in comparison to the tidal waves of garbage we just dealt with.
Is it technically garbage or recycled? Because, I mean, the fridge belongs as
Oh, yeah, and fucking Majine just, like, does some spell that turns all the garbage into garbage's one weakness. Recycling!
No!
Yeah.
No!
And then she proceeds to enjoy this candy she's eating, and then she's like, well, I'm gonna go do a thing now, and she leaves her stuff. Mess.
And then the granny gives her shit. Clean up your shit! And then she makes it worse again.
You know how there's the phrase, I could have been a lawyer?
I could have been anything but this.
Sayo was a doctor.
Yeah.
Just
Our Pink Ranger, ladies and gentlemen.
Our Pink Ranger's like, we went from no Pink Ranger to Pink Ranger that's very strong but just became a running joke of food to very confident character that actually that has a doctorate and was actually a really smart member of the team. Trash
Robot.
Whoa.
A fortune teller that doesn't know how to clean up her shit.
And this is why this is the best Pink Ranger in Sentai ever.
That's not Sayo.
No, it's Deca Pink. Deca Pink's amazing.
Oh yeah, because what else did Deca Pink need to do aside from get married?
And bathe a lot.
Master of Disguise.
Flushing her morpher down the toilet. No wait, that was Z's actress in SPD.
Yep.
Teenage's not actual trash, but just
they're not doing much to fight it.
when compared to last season, guys.
I know we're only 6 episodes in, but they have a long way to go to make her worth liking.
That was a huge step down.
We just need Kirame Pink and Nin Pink to fucking
Like show up and like,
or Momo
Girl,
Ninja.
it's time for a makeover.
Why did I say
like,
Nin
personality
Pink?
makeover. Nin Pink.
Momo Ninja. I mean,
Yeah.
She was celebrating her cat's 3-year birthday. And was
oh yeah, because you follow her cat.
Yes, I follow her on everything.
Yeah, Nyan Pink.
Light red ninja.
Yeah. So the episode ends with Stacy literally flipping his way up into Toji Tendo's base.
Hi,
Father,
Dad.
I have returned.
Hi, Dad.
Now, father could mean many different things.
I'm sure we'll get an explanation in the next episode.
It doesn't probably technically mean actual father.
Unless you believe the one fan theory that says Barashitara is Kaito's dad roboticized. I saw someone post that.
Okay, apparently that's a thing.
If it ends up being Kaito's brother, I'll actually really enjoy that.
Kaito's half brother.
Yeah, right? Like, that's why they both have, like, they have opposite guns and they'll be rivals and shit, and then we find out they're, like, secretly related. I could see that being a thing.
But, like, man, does Japan really just love, like, purple being, like, evil?
Oh, yeah.
The only time we haven't seen purple as evil was in fucking Geki Ranger and,
And I guess you could count Joker from Double.
yeah.
Whoa, that's actually sick.
What?
So I'm just scrolling through Twitter.
Oh, also, Ryu Commander.
Mm.
Like, I'm just scrolling through Twitter.
And Kyoryuger.
And someone made another stronger.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Now, that would have been some crossover movie material.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there was a Tokyo Violet as well.
Tokyo
Tokyo Nanago.
That sort of happens.
Yeah.
Question mark. It happens, but in the future, but not really.
Cool.
I
Anyway,
guess.
next week is the debut of Stay Caesar. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
I hope he gets
awesome.
I hope he gets a proper henshin.
Well, name Caesar. Expect some backstabbing.
Yeah.
Because Julius Caesar.
Okay. No, I got it. I wonder if maybe he uses something related to Dragon Caesar.
Oh, it'd be cool if he piloted Dragon Caesar.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Next.
Maybe he'll have a Caesar salad.
Oh.
And he'll eat it at Little Caesar's.
All right, we're moving on.
And that's it, guard.
And
Go
then he
home.
travels back in time.
Right.
Anyways, V together!
Feed together.
That'll have to count as the bumper then.
Damn it.
What the fuck did you make us watch?
So, I have a little segment that I like to call What is Super Electromagnetic Machine Voltest 5?
That's a wordy title.
Yeah, it's still in the rough drafts. So, Super Electromagnetic
I thought you were about to say Subaraya.
Machine Voltest 5. Subaraya does involve something later on.
Okay.
Or simply, Voltest 5 was an anime television show that was commissioned by Toei Company and was done by Sunrise, who at the time were known for 2 creations. 1975 Brave Raiden, and 1976 series Super Electromagnetic Monster or Robot Combattler V.
So, answer me this, because I know a lot of people are going to make this comparison. Did this come before or after Voltron?
This came
Or
out.
Gold Lion?
Well, this came out in 1978. Gold Line came out in the mid 80s.
Okay, so this predates Voltron.
Yes.
Probably inspired Voltron.
Interesting.
And although I just mentioned Combattler 5 having somewhat of the same title, apparently they are not interconnected, so you can watch either of these shows without watching one or the other.
But not both.
Not both.
Not both. No.
In charge of writing the
Pick one.
series, we have Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger director Katsuhiko Takuguchi.
A director did the writing?
Yes, because apparently he also did some writing.
Oh.
You could be both.
Okay.
Be writer and director. Yeah, you ever seen like movies and then the opening credits are like written and directed by?
I've
M. Night
directed.
Shyamalan.
I've directed a lot, but what I really want to do is write.
Right? So thank God, because like Emily found on Facebook like this like fan English dub of the fucking anime, and I watched it for like maybe like 5 minutes, and I was like, I really don't want to watch all of this. So then I like searched it on YouTube for like the Japanese version. I was like, fuck, and then Gar's just like, Lane, it's on Crunchyroll, and I was like, oh,
Crunchyroll.
Yeah. This is not Crunchyroll. Now, although I mentioned who wrote some of the episodes, who actually created Voltes 5? We don't actually know.
It has been lost to time.
Was it Nagai? Did Nagai make it?
Actually, there's one problem about it, and it's all because of one name. Saburo Yatsude. It's a pen name. Used by several different people. Known for doing Super Sentai, Beast King Go Lion, which eventually would become Voltron, Die Rugger, and then the topic we're talking about today. So that means this show could have been made by anyone using that pen name.
Unless it was secretly someone by that name.
Well, that would be upsetting.
You
can't believe
bastards
that-
have been using my name.
I just think it's kind of weird that like multiple people would use the same pen name.
Well, I mean, when you work under Toei Company, I guess it doesn't matter. You're going to get some sort of profit.
I don't know.
But it does feel weird that several people did. Well, I mean, a lot of Golden Age comics, when comic books started to become a big thing, that did happen as well. There are still some people to this day who don't know who some creators are.
Wow.
It's like Lemony Snicket.
So the show ran for 40 episodes between June 4th, 1977 to March 25th, 1978.
Okay, so here's one of my first questions about the show. If it's Voltes 5, are there other Volteses?
I'm not entirely sure.
You know what? I like to think that they were developing the robot, and then they realized they needed 5 people to operate it.
It just seems like it was probably like the 5th version, and like the prototypes 1 through 4, they eventually refined into 5.
That's what I'm thinking. But then again, also think of this: 1977 Go Ranger.
Yeah, because Voltes 5, if it's supposed to be about them being 5, that seems like that would be the team name, but they just call themselves the Voltes team.
Yeah. They're like a subcategory of the Earth Defense Force.
Sure.
So, this being an anime from 1978, it feels like an anime from 1978.
1977.
Whatever. You said 1978.
Yeah, it ended in 1978, but production didn't start until 77.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, it feels like an anime from the 70s.
Feels like an anime that ended in 78. How's that?
Good.
Yeah, there you go.
But how does this show start? Alien invasion.
Alien invasion. Yeah.
Wow. How original.
Yep, the Barzon or the Baozon
Boazon Empire.
Baozon Empire.
They all got
like
boas and cool castles and shit.
We have Prince Heinel, Louis Jean-Gal, Lai Catherine, and Do Sul, and they look like Sailor Moon villains.
They actually do like fit in... Jadaito, how's your half brother doing?
Yeah.
He's off to conquer the other Earth.
They have a floating castle skull spaceship.
A castle in the sky. That'll never catch on.
It almost gave off like Dr. Wily vibes.
Someone else mentioned that while we were watching it yesterday. Just, oh, hey, Dr. Wily.
We find the bosons, we find Dr. Wily.
So, you know, what's a pro of this show being an anime and not live action? Full scale worldwide. Like,
oh yeah, the world is right fucked.
Yeah, because there goes Africa, the BBC gets taken over. a certain image that made me go, ooh, I'm actually shocked that they actually allowed this on a streaming service. You all know which one I'm talking about. The one when they went to New York. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Go back and rewatch it, Lane. Then you'll be like, oh no.
Okay.
So Dr. Hamaguchi, who is a scientist, a part of the Earth Defense Force, gets together with Mitsuyo Go to go gather the 5 best people we have to train.
The 5 teenagers with attitude.
I think they're teenagers. Wikipedia didn't really give us ages.
It was interesting because, like, when they started naming them off, the first 3 had the same last name, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's another one of these shows where they're all the family. And then we found out, no, one of them, the female, is the daughter of the military commander, and then there's just one dude who's just not related to anyone. He's just a really skilled horse rider.
So yes, we have Kenichi Go, who is essentially the Red Ranger.
Yeah.
We have Hiyoshi Go, the youngest brother.
He's Pidge.
Yeah, he's Pidge. Imagine Pidge from Voltron.
Okay.
Except he has freckles.
And no glasses.
I have
Doesn't
something.
get recast
No,
as a girl.
Yeah.
I have something to say about that. What went through a father's fucking head going, I'm going to have my youngest son be a part of this task force and pilot a robot that could possibly get him killed?
No, that wasn't even the most extreme part. The first time we see this kid, he's trying to stab a shark.
That's true.
Over on the other side of the bay, you see the Chipettes grabbing a doll. Yes, we have Megami Oka, who is the only female member of the team and is apparently the 18th heir of a ninja clan.
She's a ninja.
Megami Oka, the ninja.
She's the light red ninja.
And then there's Ippei Mine, the only
Mine.
male member of the team who is, again, not a part of the family.
He rides horse good and he whip it good.
He's a 3rd-time rodeo champion.
He's the
And-
chip of the squad.
Because rodeo skills will apparently serve well because they designed this robot with fucking whip weapons.
Yes, Dr. Hamaguchi assigned him for the job, and they've been trained for the last year.
I don't think you mentioned Daijiro.
No, I didn't.
Uh-huh.
It's
Definitely not the guy who reminds people of you.
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
He's the big guy who did
there was a
martial
big guy
arts.
that looked like you.
Yeah.
Nope. No poop.
All right, fine. Daijiro. Fine.
He's finally back, and about time too.
Daijiro Go, the 2nd oldest member, and is trained at hand-to-hand combat,
And
primarily
in
with
many
a bow
weapons.
staff. And yes, he looks like me. But hey, green's one of my favorite colors, and I would love to pilot a mech.
Right?
I just don't want 2 brothers
Yeah.
and a missing dad.
So yeah, they've been training at this facility for the last year, not knowing why, and then the world gets invaded as fuck.
And according to Ippei, they were there by force.
Oh yeah, they were threatened with gun violence if they attempted to leave.
Mother of the year, everyone.
Right?
Yeah,
These
no,
are
like they
standout
were literally
parents.
going to be shot if they try to escape. That's amazing.
That's great.
Throughout the whole couple episodes, they are hard asses.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want to be forced to fucking do that.
Get in the mech. But we weren't trained for this. You had flight lessons? I guess. But how's that equal to we know how to combine with a robot?
I just like that they actually almost crashed the Zords into the water.
No, and then when they're going to do the combining sequence, they like say a thing, and the professor's like, "Now your voices are locked into the computer. No one will ever be able to make Voltest 5 except for you."
Now you're trapped.
But yes, Voltest 5, he was created by Dr. Kentaro Go as basically,
The man who then had to go away.
yes,
And-
off to space.
If I don't come back in a year,
I'll be dead.
He apparently tried to go and convince the aliens to stop their invasion, because that's going to go fucking splendid. For all I know, he got turned into one of them.
He's probably the villain.
Uh,
Let's not go into that. That's just my theory.
No, but I accidentally got spoiled for something.
Well, I don't think we should say it in case anyone else wants to watch
I'm
the
not
show.
going to say it, but damn, that's actually a pretty good plot twist.
Yeah.
Yes, Voltes 5, he's made up of 5 different vehicles, which are simply named as follows. The Volt Cruiser, the Volt Bomber, the Volt Panzer, which is German for tank.
The Volt Dasher and the Volt Dancer.
Yeah. The Volt Frigate.
Frigate.
Oh yeah, Frigate. And then
Frigate.
The Frigate.
I love
Now
you,
now I'm just picturing the Stargate, but with the Fry meme.
No, I was thinking that the ship just shoots French fry missiles. Sorry, what was the last one?
It's just the Stargate, but on the other side, it's like all the memes of Fry from
Oh.
Futurama.
What was the last Zord you mentioned? I cut you off.
Oh, the Volt Lander.
Okay.
It's sort of sad because it's like, you know, Kenichi's becomes the head, freaking Ippe's becomes the shoulder and arms, Daijiro's makes the body.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that. Like, their cockpits don't like combine as like a normal Megazord. They just stay where they are. So the red dude gets to be in one of the eyes. The Ippei is in the shoulders. The girl is in the one foot, and the big guy and the little guy are basically facing each other, stuck in the torso.
But that's what I was gonna bring.
How the fuck?
No, that's what I was gonna bring up. Megami, she's the girl, so she's the shoes.
I hope you can breathe underwater.
What?
Yep.
There's that one shot at the end of the second episode where Voltes is just standing in the water brooding, and I'm like, I don't see the foot. She's underwater.
She's probably like, what's happening?
I like that one of their weapons is just like the mech's belt.
Oh, we'll get into that.
Oh, there's a huge sort of weaponry.
Okay, I need to get this out of the way. It has fucking Beyblades!
Yes, these super electromagnetic toppers.
Yeah, it says like Choudenji Goma.
Yeah,
It's
no,
the Beyblades!
It's supposed to be
even
based,
let it
it's no, but it's based off that game where like you have like the 2 strings and then you have like the thing and you make it spin. You like
No, I know they're based on actual Beigoma, the same things that Beyblades are actually based on, but that just means that they're related for sure. It's just so funny. They whip out the robot's fucking belt like it's daddy about to hand a beat down to a petulant child, and then fucking Beyblades come out of its stomach, and then they let it rip.
Okay,
Yep.
you know what I want to see now? It fighting the freaking beast. What are they called?
The Beast Knights.
The Attack Beast Knights, and just have the opening rep to Beyblade going.
Kids are doing it all across the nation. Whoops.
Whoops, wrong song. But yeah,
Also, they get into their Zords through Galaxy Glider tubes, and you can't convince me otherwise.
that's true.
Yeah, no, there was this really weird shot where like the mom's like, okay, you're gonna put out this one, and then there's just like a light that like shines and like everything stops and like
That was
The
them
most-
going dramatic.
they're like, oh, and it's like, get going, and they're like, hooray!
You know what really bugged me about that scene? When she
Hmm.
was like telling them which number pilot they were, she went from number 2 to number 1, and then the rest of them.
You'll be number
Yeah.
3. You'll be number 4. Girl, you're 5. Like
You-
Momo Ranger.
You're number 6. Wait, what about number 5? You're number 6!
I want to be number T. T's not a number. I want to be number T.
Oh yeah, from Kids Next
Yeah.
Door.
The mechs, the monsters they fought were cool.
Yeah, the first one, Doku Gaga, apparently had like
Tokugaga.
breath that caused explosions.
Or as I like to call it, Mecha Mothra.
Yeah.
Because it had, like, I swear, that's gotta be some sort of kaiju roar it was using.
Yeah.
Well,
Also-
if it's like a breathable explosion, so that means it's like Godzilla from '98.
Also, you know what I noticed that was very, very unsettling?
Mm.
There were no seatbelts in the robots.
No.
Man, this dad didn't think that far. He
I-
built this awesome base on this tiny little big island.
Yeah, Great Bird Island.
Didn't really think about seatbelts. You didn't think that far, Dad.
Yep.
Then again, you also expected to reach the alien home planet within 1 year.
And make peace with the invasive aliens.
And be back within the year.
Yeah.
If I'm not back, I'm dead. Okay, don't tell us to keep, giving up on hope or anything.
He literally says, if I'm not back in a year, assume I'm dead.
Don't cry for me. I'm already dead.
I fell in the toilet. So yes, we get to see the combination. They go into V together formation and then Volt in.
Volt in.
Volt in.
And the combination sequence is actually very interesting to watch, I think. But then I gotta say, the final result, not liking it.
Oh, you don't like the symmetrical outfit?
Fucking duck face robot? Why?
Right.
I get it's because it's from Bird Island or whatever the fuck, and their base is called Big Falcon. But Christ, that robot has an ugly duck face.
Also, here's an interesting thing that I learned. So you know how Daijiro is dark green and Hiyoshi is like lighter green?
Yeah, there's two greens.
In some of the early promotional material, like this album, Daijiro is brown.
Oh.
So I'm guessing he was originally meant to be brown, but then someone on freaking the production team was like, nah, he needs to be a different color.
We'll do Among Us rules. There's two different greens.
Among Us. Bum, 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 bum.
Wait.
There it is. Yeah, look at this robot. Like, even fucking the early Sentai robots were better than this. I mean, granted, it's years later, but...
This predates Sentai robots.
I know.
It's also like animation from like 1977, so...
It's just... That's a weird thing to think about. This feels like a Super Sentai show. But it predates the modern idea of a Super Sentai show.
Oh yeah, robot anime's been a thing forever.
That is also true. I mean, look at Goat.
You could argue that Super Sentai happened because of robot anime.
Because of Mazinger. In like this show, but not really, but I'll get into that.
The biggest one being Gundam.
We'll get to that.
So yeah, it has all... I just love that in its debut fight, the first shot of it attacking is a string of completely whiffed punches. Really selling that debut illness.
Yep.
So Voltes 5 has so many goddamn weapons and abilities.
Chain Knuckle, Grand Fire, Choudenji String, Choudenji Goma, Tenku-ken,
Gatling hands.
The Heaven Sword.
the bat, the rat, the monkey.
The beef.
But yeah.
The main finisher is the Heaven Sword, which apparently
Tenku-ken.
that was done by Toei, where they're like, he needs to have a sword.
I will say that the fucking V-slash they do is actually amazing because
It's gruesome.
Yeah, it's. I never thought I'd be able to describe a Showa robot anime series as gruesome, but man, they have cut their way down half of the V, and then you see them twist the sword and keep going back up and literally cut a V shape out of the enemy.
Yeah, they carve
like
it into
Zoro.
The Mark of Voro! Wait, no, that's another thing.
Oh.
We don't want Voro consuming our lives.
No, we don't want to get demonetized.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the first episode, and then we get our typical calm-ass ending sequence.
When will the fighting stop?
50 episodes.
So
40 episodes.
I like the second episode like the most because the most was going on, but I like the premise for it. So like the villains are basically just trying to like find the base like immediately after like their first encounter with them because it's like, hey, we can't have these fucking guys interrupting our invasion.
I am shocked that we got a finding their base bit in episode 2 of this series. This is the kind of thing that is usually like mid-show for other Toku series.
What better time for it to happen when they decide to do a training thing where it's like, okay, we're gonna test the base's defense systems and see how well you guys do under a pressure of an attack, and we're gonna have Voltes 5 and their vehicles come and fucking swoop in and try to attack you guys, and you're going to try to kill them. But won't we die if you attack us with live ammunition? Yes, so try not to fuck up.
Get good. You fucking 10-year-old?
Who shouldn't be fighting in a giant robot, but is anyway?
Man,
I don't like that. I don't like that.
The butler from Voltron wasn't like this.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
I don't remember.
Damn, I have to look it up.
I remember his face and his voice, but I don't remember his name.
The only Voltron character you need is Keith. Keith was the best character.
No, he wasn't.
No, Keith's awesome. Fuck you.
No, he wasn't.
I love Keith.
But yeah, so they episode 2, they find Volta's base, and they send out Beast Knight Bazinga. Sorry, I mean Bizonga.
Bizonga.
That was his name.
You don't see Crane out there being like, all right, Paladins, I'm gonna go try to kill you now.
Yeah.
So this monster robot they had big Bizongas.
Yep. It swung around its honking Bizonga doos.
Honka punka lonka loose. And then this bigger monster comes with even bigger Bizongas.
And it tries to break their base with his face laser.
But okay, can we get into the shit with the mother, please?
So yeah, the mother accidentally gets caught within the action by the skull root
because she's busy grieving for her husband,
who may or may not be dead.
This
I have a feeling he may be dead.
Is the toughest, most strong-willed mother I have ever seen in a fucking anime. Like, my God!
She survives what would kill most other side Toku characters several times over.
She gets caught in this explosion, and then she gets sent to the hospital wing. The hospital wing gets put under attack and explodes. She's there on the ground.
She crawls her way out of it.
Crawls her way out of it, and then like they're fighting Bizonga or whatever, and like they're trapped or whatever like that. And so like there's a scene where like the two non-siblings are like, oh, don't worry, we'll fend them off. Like you guys just like decombine and go rescue your mother. And then like the leader's like, no, we can't decombine. We have to save the earth.
Mom would want us to stay and fight.
Come out, man.
Also,
I mean, I feel like he didn't make the right choice to like not. Go save them,
if they had stopped fighting Bizonga, they would have been like pincer attacked, I think.
Yeah.
I just think it's hilarious how like every time you cut to the mother and she's just like she's in pain and she's like screaming out the names of just her children. It's just like Kenichi, Daijiro, Hyogo, other two I don't remember.
Well, yeah, because they're kids.
Yeah.
But so then
she doesn't actually care about the other two.
But then Voltus 5, like they're being stunned or whatever like that, and they can't move or whatever like that. And so the proceeds to fly in a fucking jet, fires off these missiles, and just kamikazes the fucker.
Also, the fucking face she made as she was preparing for her own death, that fucking pierced my soul. That was unsettling.
No, I legit got thrown back in my seat. I was not expecting that to happen. And I was like, God damn.
But the worst part of all, it didn't even kill it.
No, nope. I mean, at least it freed them so they could finish it off.
But then Voltus 5 just proceeds to go fucking ape shit on this fucker.
Fucking angry mode.
So good.
Angry Beyblades!
It's like punching, Beyblades, and then takes out the fucking heaven sword and just fucking carves through him like a fucking Thanksgiving turkey.
Because that's what I do when I'm pissed about my mother's death. I pull out my Beyblades and let her rip. Oh my fucking god!
So, but oh man, like it just this episode just had so much like intensity and like so much at stake to it, and just it was surprisingly really good, well written for an anime from 1977.
I'll admit I enjoyed it. I don't like the design of the robot, but I mean like it's old enough that you can kind of forgive it what it has. because it kind of did it
Like,
first.
like, imagine being like 5, 6 years old, watching that on a Saturday morning while you're eating your breakfast, and you just that shit happens in episode 2. That's shit's you're gonna remember for the rest of your life, man.
That shit will scar a child thinking about their mother dying.
Yeah, that's some life-changing shit.
That's also weird to think that.
Mommy, would you fly a fighter jet into a giant kaijin to save me if I was being chained down by an angry beast-flying robot? No, dear.
That's
No.
it, son. No more Transformers. It's just GoBots for you. Give me your Starscream.
But yeah, man, like, I feel so sorry for them that like their mother had to like sacrifice herself like that just to
You know who
help.
I feel sorry for in that scene where they're just standing in the water brooding? Megumi in the foot underwater.
Yeah, she's a ninja. She's the top, and then the Kozuki clan or whatever. She's fine.
Kozuki clan?
I don't fucking know. I don't remember
The
what the name
Koga clan!
is. Huh?
It's like the one name that is ninja everything. Koga.
Oh, Koga, right?
It's also just weird that her outfit is 2 different colors, or rather, like they're like because it's the primary color and then the white. But with Megami, it's yellow, but then pink sleeves.
She's the one girl. Got to give her both girl colors.
You know what? I kind of want to watch. I kind of want to watch like that fan dub of like the mother
That
sacrificing
scene?
herself and see how
no!
badly they fucking butchered it.
Oh no!
Oh, you mean like that Power Ranger fan film that I watched when one of them dies? It's literally stuff like no, it's no.
No, it's like Dan's no from Mario Maker. No,
That guy owed me $5.
I was actually thinking about that today because like I'm thinking of like a tragedy thing happening in like a thing that I'm writing. I'm just thinking,
question.
Answer.
As all animes usually get, was this ever like remade?
I'll get
Aren't
to
they
that.
remaking it now?
I'll get into that in just a moment. I want to quickly tell my story quickly.
Okay, go ahead. Story time.
Quickly.
So I'm thinking of like like I'm currently writing something. I sort of want to include a tragedy thing, and as the person in charge, I sort of want to be in the recording booth with the voice actor, and instead of it like because I want them to dig deep at this. Like this hurt them on such an emotional level.
I can imagine you in the beret and sunglasses already.
Yeah.
Like you're telling them like your family's just fucking died. Like picture it. What are you feeling right now?
Like the person right in front of you just killed one of your friends. You are not angry. You are just filled with frustration.
Distraught.
Dig deep. Like, I want you to get actually angry.
Angry.
Yeah, you just proceed to smack him up a bit, just to rile him up.
I want you to imagine pulling out your Beyblades and letting it rip.
So, but yeah, we watched the first 2 episodes of Voltest 5.
I give it a Voltes 5 out of 10.
It you know what? It impressed me, man. I didn't expect it to go to that level of fucking like drama, but fuck it got me.
Man,
It
if
got me
that's
really
episode
badly.
2, if that's episode 2, holy fuck.
And now I give you the aftermath of Voltest 5.
Uh-huh.
So it ran for 40 episodes, as I mentioned, and it was praised by audience members, except for one teeny tiny demographic: kids.
Oh,
This show did well with older kids, teenagers, even adults like this show for its heavy emotional aspects.
Are you saying kids didn't like watching a mother get murdered? I can't imagine why.
my God!
And, since this is a show meant to sell a toy, and if the kids aren't liking it...
Did they sell a toy of the jet the mom flew?
Complete
With kamikaze action!
But this is essentially where the show also fell apart. The show was not financially successsill.
Oh,
Compared to Combattler V, it did poorly.
Did it air the same year?
No, aired. This is think of this as like the successor to Combattler 5. So think of how well your first show did. You make a spiritual successor, and that just did poorly. Because, okay, I'm pulling up an image. This is considered the Poppy, which is now Bandai, toy of Voltes 5. It looks pretty good. You know, it can come apart and such. But here's the big problem. This wasn't sold as a set.
Oh, you had to buy them separately?
You had to buy all 5 vehicles separately.
Oh, Jesus.
So, and according to the Japanese Wikipedia page, that sort of defeats the main purpose of the whole combining it together into one robot.
I'm sure the thought was, come on, kids, collect them all.
But if the kids aren't buying because they don't like the show, those things probably stock up a lot.
Yeah.
You know, Sunrise did go on to do better things, though. In 1979, they did, a tiny little anime. You guys probably haven't heard of it. Mobile Suit Gundam.
Oh, of course.
And Subaru Productions, you see, they did come back.
Mm-hmm.
They actually worked together with Sunrise to create the Ultraman.
The Ultraman.
And unlike Voltes 5, it was immensely successful.
Yeah, you don't say.
You know, a few years later, we did get a Soul Shigoken Voltes 5.
Ooh, that looks
okay,
nice.
that kind of looks better. I'll say the proportions on that look a lot better.
And as Lane mentioned, no confirmed date yet, but there is a new work, or there is something in the works titled Voltes 5 Legacy,
Ooh.
which is co-created by Toei Company, and I think is being done in the Philippines, because apparently this skyrocketed in the Philippines.
Yeah. Some sort of reboot.
Or maybe spiritual successor.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure we'll get a chance to talk about it at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Depends if it gets subbed.
Depends if it gets subbed and legally released. And speaking of which, this show is legally available through Discotech Media. All 40 episodes are released on Blu-ray, and thanks to their deal with Crunchyroll, it is legally available to stream on Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll!
Yes, I said Crunchyroll like twice.
Alright, so yeah, very interesting. It wasn't exactly my cup of tea, but I had fun watching it.
Oh, honestly, like I said before, it surprised me with how decent it was.
Maybe if I ever find decent quality rips of it, we'll watch Combatler 5 in the future.
Sure. But until then, Kikai, Sentai Castranger.
We'll be wrapping up middle April 4 with another Sunrise product. This one not being Gundam, but rather more of a superhero show. But we don't really have time to watch it all. So we're just going to do the Sunrise method of
abridging it into a movie.
Yeah, talking about the compilation movie that is...
Razafon.
Yes. That is Tiger and Bunny, The Beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah!
And we're not going to watch it on Netflix because... Seriously, why did they remove all the freaking labels?
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Have you never seen that?
No.
Hang on.
Oh no! I mean, the suits will probably look better without them, but
sort
it defeats the point.
Yeah, it defeats the purpose. You know, like releasing Voltes 5 as separate, different figures.
Yeah.
Even Hasbro decided, hey, let's make the combiner teams as one giant box set, so that you can at least combine them all.
Yeah.
Here you go. Not the best picture of them, but
yeah, they removed the labels.
Okay, I get it. I actually think the suits look better without them, but yes, it defeats the point. So yeah, Tiger and Bunny is an amazing show. I've watched all of it and all the movies. So this will be super fun to talk about and get back into, just like it has been with Samurai Flamenco.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. I fucking love Tiger and Bunny.
Yes. But until then, thank you all once again for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. The primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook page where I post thumbnails, our Twitter account, our Patreon where you can pledge to help us make the show better, our Discord where you can chat with other Toku fans and listen to our live recordings, and our merch store where you can find t-shirts, stationery, office supplies, masks, baby onesies, whatever, with our emblems on it.
Yep.
And with that said, thank you once again, and we will see you next week.
Goodbye.
As always, stay Sentai.